Well, here I go. Day one, leaving the Porta, headed out on the Camino. And it begins. Get a parting shot of I am very tired. I couldn't even remember the name of the town. Saint Jean Pied de Port. It's a beautiful morning now. I am leaving late though. I was going to leave super early. Didn't work out that way. My first hill of the day, and it's a good one. Whoa. Hard to tell. Oh, there you can kind of tell, looking back. Anyway, the plan was to get out before the sun went up. Obviously that didn't happen. And it's getting warm already. They tell me if when I get to the higher elevation it'll be cooler up there than down here, so that sounds encouraging. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now while I can still speak. Absolutely beautiful countryside here. Awesome. There's a close-knit family. They have this whole hillside here. And that's where we're going. You can hear me. It's day 2. I haven't reached the peak of the Pyrenees yet, but there's a big storm headed behind me and we're getting the wind right in our face. So trying to walk steady, but it kind of blows you around. Anyway, absolutely. Start today because it's supposed to reach 100 again, but today at least is the last day of crazy temperatures, so bon camino. It's time for them to see a barber. yet. I just wanted to stop here for a minute, enjoy the view. But see if I can show you. Well, I haven't reached the summit yet, but I couldn't resist stopping for a second to get a picture of this. It is awesome. So we're coming down out of the Pyrenees, and someone I just spoke to said we're almost to Roncesvalles, or something close to that, I think. So it was, like everyone said, the most difficult part is that first climb over the Pyrenees. Then we'll see how it goes from there. But it's very pretty in here. It's a little steep and rocky, but not bad. We're away from the wind finally, and shaded from the sun. My cell phone went dead, so I don't really know what time it is. I'm gonna guess it's about 10 or 11. It's pretty warm even through the trees, but at least I'm in the shade. And pretty soon I'll be at my first destination. So I've arrived in Roncesvalles. This is the monastery where I'll be spending the night. It is huge, but it looks like the door might still be closed. I just found out the time. It's 10 past 12, so today was a 5-hour walk. Glad to be here. Now see if I can get any information on getting a charging cord for my phone. I will be back. This is the entrance, one of the entrances to the monastery where I'm staying in Roncesvalles. Pretty incredible place here. Huge. They can house hundreds of pilgrims for the night. They have their own restaurant here. I ate at a tapas bar tonight. This is the courtyard here. Okay, day 3. Leaving Roncesvalles and headed to Zubiri. About 21 kilometers today, but the weather is wonderful. This is like where I grew up. Foggy, a little drizzly, definitely on the cool side. I'm not supposed to get out of the 60s today, which is fine with me. So, bon camino. So I'm on my way from Roncesvalles. I know I don't get that name right, but I had to get a couple of pictures here. I've only been traveling for a short distance, but these houses are so cute. And it's very overcast, chance of rain today, but I'll take that over the heat for sure. Have to keep moving. Wow, this place is amazing. Day 3, slight downhill, easy on the legs, but this just amazing views. And it looks like it's going to be a great day weather-wise. So this is day 3, headed to Zubiri. Been a long day already. Had a little mishap on the downhill, and I have to take it real careful. My legs give me a little message to stop, but I can't do that. Not out here. So I've been going at it for 7 hours, and I think I have at this rate maybe 2 to 3 more hours to go to reach Zubiri. But more bad news. Zubiri is totally booked up because of a special festival they're having there. Evidently it's like Talyakozo in August. They have their own festival, and I guess tonight is the big one. And many people who grew up here and moved away come back for this, so it's going to be very crowded there. Somebody said that possibly the commune in that town will make some kind of plans to put up pilgrims who do not find a place. So we'll have to see. I don't know. Starting to regret not making these bookings ahead of time. But didn't want to be tied down to having to be at a certain place at a certain time. So we'll see how it all works out. But it's not nearly as hot today as it was the last 2 days, although it was supposed to be much cooler. I think it's probably still close to 80 degrees right now. And no rain in sight. Beautiful, beautiful country. A lot of it actually reminds me of Italy. The trails and the mountains, trees, a lot of it. So anyway, I think I'm going to be hitting the downhill pretty soon. We'll see how that goes, and Zubiri is coming up next. Wow. I don't know if you can truly see that, but it looks like excavations of a Roman ruins. Wow. This is one rugged road downhill. That looks like Superi down there. Wow. Almost there. It's been 10 hours today almost with this backpack on. Whew. It's been a long, long day. Now to find a room. Hopefully. Welcome to Basque Country. This is pretty cool. Have a beautiful morning for day 4. Losing track already. It is Saturday, I believe. We had quite a storm come through early this morning. About 4:30 it was pouring down rain. And I woke up and I thought, uh-oh, going to be a wet one today. But not even the ground's wet. I don't know where all that water went, but it's looking pretty good. We're headed to Pamplona, about 20 kilometers to go. But it's relatively flat, at least compared to the first 3 days. So that's great. Looking forward to getting there and see what it looks like. Check in later. Beautiful area on the way to Pamplona. Very much of it is very much. Most of it is all forested, and this river seems to be running really good right now. Maybe from the rain we had last night. But it is just absolutely beautiful today. Looking forward to reaching Pamplona. So taking a break here by this river. Beautiful little quiet spot. Also taking advantage of the cool water to cool off my calf muscle. Can't find ice anywhere, but this will do. Well, here I am, day 5 of walking, day 7 since I left. Had to take 2 full days off to recover. I think I'm good now though. So I'm leaving Pamplona, and it looks like the rain has stopped. So it should be fairly dry today. And we will do our best to make it through this. It is beautiful in Pamplona. Very nice. I stayed in the old section. I stayed in spoiled myself, stayed in a 4-star. And it was very comfortable. Now I go back to the roughing it. So that's all for now. Well, I made it to the top of today's peak, and now I go down there. Now I go down there. Wow, just arrived in this little village. I'm not sure what the name is, but there is something going on. Viva las fiestas desde el respeto. My horrible Spanish, I have no idea. But I saw a bunch of people with red scarves and white shirts. It's something that's traditional with the running of the bulls, but that was last month, so this is some other festival going on now. Very beautiful around here. I'm only a couple of miles now from my next stop. The weather's been holding up. So far, so good. Take two. Spent the night in an albergue. This was a smaller than usual one. It had 3 bunk beds, and it was very quiet. There was just 3 other men besides myself in here. Actually, 2 of them were from the Venice area, so I got to practice a little Italian with them. The other man was from Korea. He spoke very little English, so wasn't able to communicate with him too much. But this is pretty much a typical albergue. There's one bathroom here that we take turns using. There's the closets. Some of them have locking ones, some of them do not. But I was able to get a lower bunk because I got here pretty early from my walk yesterday. So, ready to head out for my next leg of my walk and see what lies ahead today. So here I am in Reina de las Punta. My wife told me it's the Bridge of the Queen. Really a cool little village. There's a church behind this wall somewhere. Trying to get a view of it. Oh, here we go. Oh, hello.
So how is it?
Ciao. Looks like it's open. Probably too dark in there for the camera. Here we have the ancient Roman bridge. I guess this was the Queen's Bridge. Beautiful day. Heading through the woods. Temperature's about 75. Sun is shining. And I'm feeling pretty good. Very nice day. Wow. It's time to go and it's like pouring. This is going to be a fun day. It's supposed to be like this all day, so once you get wet, you can't only get so wet, right? Okay. I'm back from taking a break for the last couple of days. It's just been endless rain. Actually, it looks like it might be raining again today. But I just wanted to get some shots in of this little town that I'm in. It's Nájera. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And I'm 1/4 of the way through my walk. So we'll see how today goes. I may not be dry for long. So this is my view leaving Belorado. Beautiful little village here. Heading out to Agis. No idea what that town's like, but I hear the trail on the way is very beautiful. So looking forward to a dry, sunny, pleasant walk. So here we go, 554 kilometers to go. So I've done about 220, I calculate. So not quite a third of the way. But it's just an absolutely gorgeous morning. Today is a great day for reflection. I seem to be out here, at least right now, on my all by myself. So it's a good time just to think about things and enjoy the surroundings, which there is a highway nearby, you can probably hear, but I think we're heading away from that now and heading into a higher elevation, but I think it's a gradual climb, so not like the Pyrenees was. And looking forward to seeing what lies ahead. So that's where we're headed up to today. Hopefully there will be more shade than there is here. It's early, but it's already getting a bit warm for me. Supposed to reach only 80 today, only. That's what somebody told me, only 80. But it is uphill, but it's gradual, and every now and then there's a little dip, so you get a break. And our destination is over those hills, I believe. I made it to El Pajado, I think it's pronounced. I'm not even sure if that's the name of the town or just the cafe. But I'm here, and I'm going to enjoy my coffee after a 3-hour walk this morning. But clouds came in now, and it's getting more comfortable. Wow. I'm on the top here. I feel like I'm really close to these clouds. And I think I have a couple more hours to go though. So I'll be heading down pretty soon, I believe. So, come out to a clearing, and you can see the river in every direction, just about. Wow, pretty nice. And see if I can get a picture of, that's my destination for today, Ages. I'm on the top of one of the plateaus I've been seeing off in the distance. I went about 4 hours of total, pretty well, not total, but pretty much flat. And now I'm here, and I'll be going down shortly to my destination for this evening. So, I am back after, wow, 3 days. Heavy rain, wind, thunder, we had it all. So I didn't do any filming. Unfortunately, that was through the wine country. Beautiful vineyards, but boy, they were underwater. I saw a news program and they were showing the flooding that it caused. I'm not sure exactly where it was in relationship to where I am, but I know it was lots of treacherous footing. But now it's totally dry, and I'm heading along to Burgos. The vineyards have been replaced by sunflower fields everywhere you look. Unfortunately, they were already picked this year, so it's the yellow flowers are no longer visible. But the weather's nice, and I'm continuing on. So I'm getting away from the freeway and heading into a small village. It's hard to say sometimes. They look small as you get in, and then they just keep going back. But I just heard we have a rainstorm moving in this afternoon, so I need to keep moving. Try to stay ahead. There's some more of the sunflower fields down there too. Right now the temperature is about 70. It's very comfortable. And we'll see what the next village has. So I'm coming into this, I guess you'd call it a sleepy little village. I haven't seen any, well, there's a dog. There's one sign of life. It's a little after 12, so I'm thinking siesta time. Anyway, I've found you really have to pay attention to the signposts. Sometimes you see the yellow arrows pointing, but they're trying to direct you to their place of business, which is not right on the Camino. So I'm just going to keep on going. There's a good shot of one of the sunflower fields. Sky's hazy today, but it's keeping the temperature down so far. And we continue. So I left Burgos this morning, and I'm on my way to a very small village. It's about 33-kilometer walk today. I couldn't find anything closer. So, anyway, the morning was beautiful. I've been walking for a couple hours, and I came across this old bridge. And I'm going to have a snack and then continue on. So I've got on the other side of the bridge better view of it. And I checked. My next destination is Fuente Cidres. I'm lucky to get a room there. Very small village, but it's a very long walk. I think it's 32 kilometers that I have to travel today. That's going to be my longest day, I think. But if it stays this flat, it won't be so bad. Check in later. This is Tardajos on my way to my next stop. I just had my coffee and I'm good to go again. I see flags out. Looks like a celebration may be taking place. So I saw a sign entering this village and it mentioned Pisa. I'm thinking that possibly that's a sister city to this town. And the town's name is Rabe de las Calzadas. Oh, there's an interesting reference to the Bible. Luke 8, 4 through 15. I don't know the Bible that well, but I'm thinking from the picture it has to do with sowing and reaping and I shouldn't even try. I don't know. Something like that. Anyway, carrying on. Looks like the weather's starting to change. I was afraid it was going to get super hot today. Now I have to wonder if it's going to maybe rain today. But a little rain wouldn't be so bad. Better than temperatures I can't handle. But I think I'm about 2/3 of the way through this day. And I've reached the top, so it's flattened out, and then I'll be heading downhill from there. Well, still on the way to Fuente Cidras. Long day. Somebody described this walk as going through a desert, but it is very hot, but I wouldn't call it a desert. I'm hearing some music up ahead. Not sure where it's coming from. Maybe from that group of people walking. Or I'm hallucinating. Anyway, buen camino. So it looks like there's a pilgrim's refuge out that way. I wish I had known about that when I booked online, but I still have, I think, not too far, maybe less than an hour to go today. Up and over those hills. I should be arriving there in about 45 minutes. But it is not a whole lot to see here. Maybe in the spring it would be much greener. But it does look like there's not supposed to be any rain today, but you never know. It can change quickly. So I'll keep going. So 477 kilometers to Santiago. So I'm about 300 kilometers in now. And so far the weather's holding, so Not too much farther now, I don't think. Hard to tell. I don't see it yet, but I should be coming to the crest and then heading down into my town shortly. So I'm the last one out of here today, so I can get a picture of the room I stayed in. 3 bunk beds. It was a nice place, very clean, very, very clean. It is way off on its own. There is nothing around in any direction for as far as I can see. But they had everything here, so there was no need to worry about that. So I'm getting ready to head on out for another day on the Camino. I'm going to be going, this is day 17, and heading out to my next town, which is Boadilla, which I believe has a few more places around there to visit and see. So, buon Camino. So I'm leaving and headed to Boadilla. We had a brief storm come through last night. Didn't last for long, but I was glad to be inside. So that was Fuente Citrus. I thought that was a town, but it's just that one building. But anyway, on the way.
Much shorter.
Awesome. That is cool. We're having a party. This was a surprise along the Camino, the canal, and it looks like there's even a dam up ahead. This is so cool here. They have the hand cranks to open and close the flow of water. It's almost like a miniature Panama Canal. Buenos dias. So this is Carry on. Beautiful morning.
Squishing the bread.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, but this way.
Wow, where is everybody? Oh yeah, siesta time. Very quiet. Very, very quiet. I'm in Mansilla. Kind of quiet right now, it's siesta time. It's very cute in this area. Wow, yeah. It was supposed to rain, but so far it's holding off. Part of the ancient wall surrounding the city of Mansilla.
Oh shucks, and I should have got a stamp.
It is a fish.
Did you see it again?
It came out of the water down there, yeah. The rings are still coming out from the center.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty, huh?
These are the walls that enclose the old city. Wow.
Continue on to Calle Puerto Menino.
The old wall surrounding Lyon. Forgot to mention that. So this is the fortification wall going into the old part now. The Cathedral of Lyon. Beautiful. This is the old center of the city. The cathedral in Lyon. This place is unbelievable. Get dizzy looking up. The inner courtyard of the cathedral in Lyon. A little bit of rain. I better put the phone away. It's starting to come harder. Left Lyon early this morning and headed over some rocky hills. Rained for about an hour this morning, and now it looks like the rain is finished. It's going to be a beautiful day. All of the artwork here was done by former pilgrims who stayed here. 269.5 kilometers to go. Let me see, wow, I've done over 500 kilometers since I left St. John. Kind of lost track of the days now. Should be writing it down, I guess. I think it's about 24, 25 days, I think, since I left St. John. Oh, I see it. Possibly my town I'm going to down there. Astorga. I think it's a fairly large city. Time to pick up a few things. And get some much needed rest. Okay, check in later. So, coming out of the hills and headed down to Astorga. Looks like a fairly large city. And I see they have a cathedral there in the center, which I believe is pretty close to where my albergue is going to be. So, I'm on my way from Astorga to Fonce-Bodon. It's about halfway, but I couldn't help noticing these teepees out there. Interesting. It's another hostel, Indian way. Interesting. If I'd have gotten here at 7, I could have had breakfast. But it's about noon now, and I still got another 4 hours to go to get to Fonce-Bodon, which I'm sure I'm saying incorrectly, but I think it's going to be, maybe, I'm going towards those hills. I'm not sure if I'm going to cross them today or tomorrow. I will find out. Well, the nice road has ended. Now we're going over the mountain, and it's a little rugged, but the rain has stopped. There's always a plus somewhere. But I think we're going to go to some pretty high elevation today, it said. Just have to take it slow. Beautiful view from the top, they say, so here we go. I'm in Santa Colomba. It's on the side of a hill that just doesn't end. But the church, wow, the clock is right on time, works perfectly. Says the church is open. Maybe I can grab a peek inside. Some of them look kind of ragged outside. I guess I shouldn't say that, but inside, surprising how beautiful they are. Up- ah. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, that floor is original for sure. Yeah, this looks very original inside too. See if I can find the date of construction here. No, I'm not seeing that. I'll see if I can ask around and find out. Another day. Beautiful morning. Interesting. Roma, just 2,475 kilometers. Gorgeous day out. There's even sun shining down there on that town. Looks like a good place to take a rest stop. So this is the trail coming out of the mountains from going to Ponferrada. It's starting to rain now, making it even more difficult. Footing is making it very slow going. Wow, this is a cool castle. So I just stopped off at a cafe and they had a sign outside, American breakfast. And I thought, yeah, okay. There are times when speaking Spanish would really help me out. This was one of them. I sat there and they brought me a cup of coffee and a little slice of cake. And I thought, oh, that's dessert before the main course. But that was not quite right because that was the main course. In fact, that was the only course. Interesting. I thought I was going to get eggs and maybe some ham or bacon or something. Toast. Nope. Anyway. I'm on my way once again. I was laid up for a few days, tested positive for COVID, so I needed to rest 3 days, and now I'm feeling much better again. And the weather is now perfect, so I'm on my way. So I'm in Columbrianos, and that is by far the biggest nest I've seen on any of the structures. Still haven't seen one occupied, but I guess it's just the wrong time of year for that. They've already migrated on somewhere else. Wow, that's a masterpiece of workmanship. Oh my goodness, it's The Shining. I walked up to this hotel that's all by itself. There's only a gate for cars to pass through. As I was approaching through the gate, a woman in the second floor put her head out and said, "Do you have a reservation?" And I said, "Yes." She said, "What's your name?" And I told her, and then she goes, "Go to the door number 8, which is the garage door number 8. She opened it from upstairs remotely. I walk inside, and it's a place for a car. I thought I was not going to have a room for a second, but there's stairs. So this motel, Acropolis, it takes it for the most unusual hotel entrances I've ever experienced. The lady was at a window, saw me walking up the driveway, and told me to go to door number 8, and she opened it. I entered through a garage door, and then there are stairs leading up. And my room is up here. It's a nice looking room. I definitely got the feeling nobody ever walks here though, because I was walking along a highway to get up here, came through a gate there, which looks like it's only meant for cars. And it is a little bit remote. It's only a couple of kilometers off the Camino, but it appears there's nothing else around here. Okay. But I can't say it's a bad room, just the location is not the greatest. So as it turns out, once that garage door is closed, I cannot open it. And the only other exit door is locked from the other side. Doo, 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 doo. I am a prisoner in my room. Okay. So to get out, they will open the garage door for me if I dial number 6 on the phone. I saw a restaurant not far away, which I thought I might go there to eat, since it's the only option I have for food. I hope I'll be able to get back in. Let's worry about that later, I guess. This is funny. So today is Sunday, September 24th. And I'm heading out to my next stop. I'm getting out a little earlier today because I'm supposed to reach into the 80s for the first time in about a week, I guess. We've had rain and cold weather. It's still foggy this morning, but appears to be lifting. And it looks like it's going to be a great day.
Duration 15 minutes 5 seconds.
'em. So I just stopped off for breakfast. Had myself a sandwich and a coffee. Couldn't finish the sandwich, it was huge. Save it for later. Walking through town on my way to my next stop, which is Villafranca de Bierzo. I'm in Cacabelos now. Cute walk going through the middle of town.
Completed.
5 kilometers.
Duration 1 hour 17 minutes 6 seconds.
Oh.
Elevation 544 meters.
Okay.
Total time 4 hours 52 minutes 57 seconds.
So today's going to be about a 20-kilometer day. Tomorrow, 30. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anything closer for my next leg. But the weather's going to be nice, so definitely helps. Wow, this is a beautiful spot. Obviously, these artists think so too. This is Rio Cua. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow. Magnificent. Wow. Very beautiful town. now for the hills. Oh, how cool is that? Going right through under your house. Must have been a mill at one time. And interesting. The views make the uphill climbs worth it. Beautiful. So I've arrived in Villafranca del Bierzo. Now to find my hostel. I should be very close. Beautiful. So I made it to my room at the Hostel Verbia. There's a stream running right by my window, and then there's the hills behind us, all around us. Very relaxing. This is a lovely walk along the stream. Headed over these hills or mountains. Never really quite sure which to call them. We're going along a highway, but it appears to be a secondary road. The main highway is up above us, so it's pretty quiet, serene. Wow, these are incredible. Chestnut trees. Huge. All around. Incredible. Still going along the stream, but we're no longer by the highways. Lovely along here. Absolutely beautiful. Oh. Feeding the fish time. Climbing the last mountain.
Okay, smile. Beautiful.
With 162.5 to go. Wow. There's a tractor up there plowing on the side of that. That's incredible. It is so beautiful from up here. I think I have one more hour to go before I reach the summit. It's just a gorgeous morning. Lovely. And I just keep saying that. But it never ends. It just keeps getting better. So I'm now in the region of Galicia. Last region, actually, after having crossed several. And now I'm in the last one, the home stretch. So I've reached the summit and some interesting structures here. They look like they've been here for a long time. Very interesting. Very quiet and peaceful up here too. Beautiful. So I've reached the summit. The little town here is Cerebrillo. Still a long way to go today though. 20 kilometers yet to go to reach Tria Castella, where I stay tonight. Beautiful day. Temperature didn't get too warm. Not too windy. Like I like it. Wow, didn't expect this. This side of the mountain coming down is all green. Very, very nice. Going up on the other side, total opposite. Views were good. Terrain wasn't good. And not lush at all. Obviously, all the rain falls on this side. Seems like a world away from where I was this morning. Still coming down. I'm glad it's a gradual decline. I believe my town, Tria Castella, is off there in the distance down there. I think it's about 3 or 4 miles now. So maybe an hour and a half. I seem to be the last one on the road here. Slow and steady. We'll get there. Coming into Tria Castella. My pension for the night is waiting for me there. It's been a rather long day. I think I have about 9 hours walking today. but I made a couple of stops. So I was probably only walking 8 of those 9. And it didn't get unusually hot, but there was some pretty steep parts. But for the most part, it was pretty gradual, going up and going down.
29 kilometers completed. Current speed 0 kilometers per hour. Average speed 3.3 kilometers per hour. Elevation 832 meters. Total time 10 hours.
Yeah, I'm almost there. I think I'll make it in less than 10. Oh. So I'm just short of Tria Castella in a town called Ramil. It's like something out of a storybook. This is a chestnut tree. Wow. Imagine, I can only guess how old it is. Or any of these buildings around here. They just cement. I mean, not cement. Just rocks. No cement. Wow. Very cool. Not sure if anyone's actually living here. I think there might be some occupants here. Yeah, I guess there are. Wow. So cool. Well, onward. Okay, good morning. So, I'm leaving Tria Castella on my way to Sarria. Sarria marks 100 kilometers left. Oh, wow. He didn't quite make it. Poor guy. So, I enter the region of Galicia now. So, I've gone through the region, started off in Navarra, and then it was La Rioja, Castilla y León, and finally now Galicia, the final region that'll go to the end of my travels. Love these walls. Here comes a marker. 130 kilometers left to go to Santiago. Under 100 miles. I think it's something like 80 something miles now. Well, Starting to do some climbing again. Be back later. Now there's something new. The hay is rolled up and covered in plastic. Wow, pumpkin time is coming. Kilometers left of my journey. So, leaving Sarria on my way to Porto Marine. Already seeing a lot more people. This is the busy stretch now, from here to the end. Peace and tranquility. And then all the Caminos, pilgrims. I guess that's just the way they said it would be. Beautiful countryside. Still so green. So I'm about 2 hours away from Porto Marin. I just passed the 100-kilometer marker. So getting there. Beautiful countryside again. Always. So that looks like my landing spot for tonight. Porto Marin. I think it's about another 6-7 kilometers. So I'll be there in about an hour and a half. Beautiful vista from up here. Getting a little breezy, but comfortable. So coming into Porto Marin. Was at any time, maybe the bridge before this one that I'm on now. Over there is, it says the Liberty Bell. Okay, another day. Left Puerto Marin on my way to Palos del Rey. There's another interesting, I've seen several of those now. I'm not sure what they are. Some kind of monument. Interesting. There's another taxi sign back there. Always trying to tempt you. But at this point, I just passed a marker that said like 85 kilometers. So, getting there. Okay, this is what they mean by beware of cow crossing. Stopping the traffic. This is awesome. He didn't seem to be too pleased with me, but anyway, I couldn't pass that up. So, out and about today. On my way to Arzua, I believe it's called. It's going to be a fairly long walk today and tomorrow, but that then leads up to my last day of walking, which I'm going to have a short day so I can spend a good amount of time in Santiago. Right now I'm at 60 kilometers to the end. Wow. Hard to believe. Trails are still very busy, as I expect it will be for the next couple of days. But the weather has been wonderful, the view spectacular, and just enjoying the experience. Part of me's sad that it's coming to an end, but I know my feet can sure use the rest. Well, time for some breakfast. Leftover from last night's dinner. It is actually pizza with polpo, octopus. Always got to try something different. The man at the cafe where I got it was very proud of it. He went on telling me how it came from the local seas around here, and when I was done eating, he was very anxious to find out how I enjoyed it, which I thoroughly did, and now I'm having it for breakfast. Love these little bridges. Very pretty. Okay, here's day 40. I'm headed towards Santiago de Compostela, the end of my road. I decided to, in order to spend an extra day there in Santiago, a full day really, I'd have to do a double walk today. So right now I have about 20 kilometers to go, and I have been walking since 5 hours. Yeah, almost 5 hours, and I've done 20 kilometers. So it looks like I'm halfway there, and it's supposed to get much warmer later, but right now this is beautiful. I'm in the trees. It's noontime, warm, but not like it was yesterday. It reached 90 degrees yesterday. Hopefully it won't today. But it's funny here, the sun doesn't come up until after 8 o'clock. So it doesn't really peak out temperature-wise until after 4 p.m. So hopefully I'll get there and still be able to enjoy myself a little this evening. And then tomorrow I go to the pilgrim's office and register my book with all my stamps, and I get my certificate of completion of walking the Camino de Santiago. It's hard to believe I'm in the last 20 kilometers. Well, I hope it stays like this. It's slightly uphill, but very comfortable walking. Well, this is it. I'm coming into the last mile into Santiago. I can see the spires up ahead. Once I get through here. There it is. I made it. Wow. 40 days and 40 nights. But I'm here. Wow. These guys carried me the entire distance. Wow. They have had their share of wear. A little bit of tape, a little bit of glue. They made it. So I made it to the pilgrim's office to register for my Compostelo. And I'm not sure. Once I get in there, I guess I get a number and then I wait again. I'm wandering around Santiago. It's only 5:30, so everything's closed pretty much as far as for dinner. In an hour I can get some dinner. I'm looking forward to getting pulpo again at this place. Somebody told me it's really good there. So right now I'm just going to roam around for an hour, see what I run into. It was supposed to be raining now, but they've changed that. In the forecast, there's no rain. Just some clouds and a little bit of wind. Hope I find my way back to the restaurant. I always have a little difficulty in these larger, older cities like this one, because the streets all kind of go in at different angles and stuff, and it's like, wow, one street looks pretty much like another. And Google Maps is not much help. Oh, I think maybe I'll go up this way. It looks interesting.
Hello.
Hello. Around every corner there's another church. Somewhere up here. Oh, there. The Museum of the Pellegrinos.
Vợ ơi, có cột mốc này. Chắc chừng mua một cái để công ty.
I think I'll get this one. Well, I see my taxi coming. I think. Hope it's my taxi. Yeah, I believe so. On my way to the airport. Leaving Spain today.